Hello everybody, today we're going to do our movers class, alright? So remember to take out the correct book, it should be this one, okay? Movers number 5, big green number, right? Number 5, with the computer on the front page, computer, okay? So for today, right, we're going to finish off what we started last week, which is about the olden days, right? Sorry, back then, right? A long time ago, right? So we're going to do page 16, okay? We have a listening exercise and then 2 reading and writing exercises down below. And then we'll move on to page 17. Right, so this one is very easy. Just look at the rhyme, right, the rhymes that we have here. And then we'll play the song twice. First to listen. The second time I encourage you to sing along. Please sing along with me, okay? And then for part 3, okay, we will skip this part. You can do this at home with your mommy and daddy, right? You can use it to practice. I will teach you how to practice the speaking exercise. Alright, and then lastly for the workbook, we will do page 18. We have some vocabulary to learn today. These are old vocabulary that we've learned last time, so it's like a revision, okay? Like a revision. And then we will have to read the questions and answer using the words here. And lastly, we will rewrite the story in part 2, okay? So lots of reading and writing exercise for today, and 1 listening exercise, alright? So we'll move on from that. After that, we will go to our activity book. Alright, so please make sure you have the correct activity book, right? It should be this one with the elephant, pandas, and everyone else, right? Alright, so for this activity book, we will be doing page 81 first, okay? Page 81, okay, depending if we have time or not, we might do this first, or we might do the listening exercise on page 82. So page 81, very easy, right? We have the words here. Write them down in the bracket. In the lines, and then choose the correct words for part 2. For page 82, we have 1 odd one out. Right, circle the odd one out. Write down why they're odd. Listening exercise, just matching. Right, very easy, very simple. And lastly, on page 83, we will form sentences at the end with the guidance of the examples above, okay? So just write down using the examples above, alright? Alright, should be simple enough, should be very easy for everybody, alright? But before we begin our lesson, I'd like to start with a little revision, okay? A small revision for us to remember the vocabulary. Let me find the vocabulary and turn on the TV. Okay, so we'll start with sports and leisure, okay? Sports and leisure, very easy. So this is the last unit, right? Sports and leisure. Alright, let's wait for the TV. Alright, so we have sports and leisure, okay? So this one, right, when people come together to play music, right, someone will play the drums, someone will play the keyboard or the piano, play the guitar, and maybe someone else is singing, right? We call that a band. Band. B-A-N-D, band. Alright, and then we have 2 people, right? Sometimes even just on their own, right? Just on their own, or 2 people, or even 4, 5, or many. Right, we call that a dance, right? They're moving to the music, they're dancing, a dance. Alright, now this happy man, maybe he is going home, right? Going home after a long day of work. And you can see he has a steering wheel to drive the car. So this man is driving, right? Drive, D-R-I-V-E, drive. Alright, now we can see a fish, right? So this word fish can mean the one that he's catching, a fish, or the action that he's doing. He went fishing, right? He went to fish for some fish. Okay, and now we have 2 ladies, right? 2 ladies with lots of shopping bags, right? So they went shopping, or they will go shopping. Remember, when we spell shopping, there's 2 P's in between, right? S-H-O-P-P-I-N-G, shopping. Alright, similar to jumping, right? But this one is usually with 1 leg, right? With 1 leg and the other leg is up. We call that a hop, or hopping, right? So this is called a hopscotch, right? This kind of game. Alright, and then we have this really young lady, right? She's on her ice skates, right? So she is ice skating. She's ice skating. So she wears these kinds of razors, right? These blades, ice blades. And then she will try to balance on a very thick piece of ice on the floor, right? Ice skates. Alright, now this man is practicing martial arts, maybe Taekwondo, right? He is kicking. You can see his leg kicking, right? He's kicking. K-I-C-K, right? There's a C in between. K-I-C-K. Alright, so when someone can drive, someone can also ride, right? When it comes to bicycles, right? We can ride a bicycle. Not drive, but ride, okay? So you can see this lady, she's riding her bike. Alright, now, in contrast to ice skates, we also have ones with wheels, right? We have wheels. This one you will not use on ice, you will use it on the ground. We call that roller skates, okay? Roller skating, right? Be careful, you have to wear some gears, okay? Make sure you're safe. Alright, this man, right? He's on a piece of board. It can be a board or a boat, right? And then we have a sail here. So we call this sailing, right? He is sailing. This kind of flag is a sail. We call this a sail, okay? Alright, now, he's on something else, right? Not on the shoes, but this is a skateboard. A skateboard, right? So when we're skating on a skateboard, we just simply call that skate. Not roller skate, not ice skate, but just skate, right? Skate. Alright, now this lady is skipping, right? On a skipping rope or a jump rope, right? You see here, a skipping rope. She is skipping. Very simple, right? On the water, maybe you go to the beach, you will want to go for a swim in the water, right? Swim. Alright, this man is walking. Don't forget there's an L inside the word walk. W-A-L-K, walk. Alright, when we want to watch movies, we can use CDs, right? Comic book. And then this one is DVD. So DVD is better than the CD, right? The quality is better and it's clearer, right? And this is an email, right? You can write email. Email are like letters, right? But they are on the computer. You can type them out on your computer and send them instantly. No need to wait for 5 days for the mail to arrive, right? It will be in your email within seconds. Alright, so these are people, right? They are in a cinema to watch a film or to watch a movie, right? M-O-V-I, or film, okay? M-O-V-I, movie, or film, F-I-L-M. Now, in soccer or football, right? People are kicking the ball to a goal, okay? They kick the ball to a goal. This thing is called a goal. Right, this is a net to catch some butterflies or maybe some fish in the water, right? Many uses. Right, this is a gift or a present. Present, okay? The S sounds like a letter Z, okay? Present. You don't say present, okay? It's present. Alright, and then this is a camera to take some video, okay? Video. V-I-D-E-O, video. Right, a towel to wipe your hands dry. Cinema to watch movies, C-I-N-E-M-A. And this is a sports center, right? Swimming pool, remember double M in swimming, swimming pool. Alright, when you have lots of people celebrating a birthday, maybe that's a birthday party. P-A-R-T-Y, party. Alright, so for example, if you have days off, very many days off, right? Maybe in December, right? You have your Christmas holiday, no need to go to school. Alright? And when you are doing something, right, in a competition, the judges will give you some scores. So they gave 10 scores each, right? That's a lot. Alright, good work. So now let's move on to the last one. I want to go to time, okay? Let's go to time. Alright, so remember we talked about time, right? We always talk about time in this topic, right? Because we're talking about now and before, right? Now and before. Now, this is a calendar, right? Remember, the calendar shows us all of the dates, all of the days, and all of the months, right? How many months do we have? We have 12 months, right? And we have 7 days in each week. 7 days, right? So we call this 1 week, okay? 1 week. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 1 week. Sunday to Saturday. That's 1 week, right? And in the weeks, we have Monday, right? The first day, Monday. We have Tuesday as well. Tuesday. Wednesday. Okay, be careful how you spell Wednesday. W-E-D-N-E-S-D-A-Y. Wednesday. Alright? And then we have Thursday. Don't forget there's an H there inside Thursday. Friday, the easiest one, right? Monday and Friday are easiest to spell. Friday. Saturday. Saturday. Think of the planet Saturn, right? Same spelling, except no N. Saturday. And then lastly, Sunday. Sunday, right? Very easy. Sunday. Think of the sun. Alright? Alright, and then we have Sunday and Saturday, okay? In some calendars, they will put Sunday and Saturday and Sunday together, okay? And then we have Monday, Wednesday, yada yada yada. We call that the weekday, okay? So we end the weekday with the weekend. Weekend. Saturday and Sunday. These two are the weekend. We end the week, right? Alright, so when the longhand points at 12, it is something o'clock, right? So now it is 5, longhand is 12, so o'clock, 5 o'clock. If the shorthand is at 3, and the longhand stays at 12. So shorthand 3, longhand 12, that is 3 o'clock, okay? Remember, when the longhand is on 12, it is o'clock. If the longhand is on 6, it is half past, right? Okay, very good. So that's it for our revision today. Now let's go back to our workbook, alright? So workbook page 16, remember page 16. Alright, so on page 16, right, we have some words so we have some picture and words, right? Pictures and words, okay? We have 5 pictures and 5 words. We will do some listening, okay, and point, and we will say the words out loud together, okay? Alright, so similarly on your book, I've written down the words on the whiteboard, right? On the whiteboard. We have 5 words, so let's try to read the first one. Living room, okay? Let's read it all together. 1, 2, 3. Living room, okay? Living room. What is a living room? Right, you can see on your picture, right? A living room is a place where you can sit down, watch TV, or maybe even eat some dinner because there's a table next to the sofa, right? We have a sofa to sit down and a window to look outside, right? So that's a living room, right? You can do many things that you want in the living room. All right, the second word is emails. Emails, okay? So emails, you can find the word mails, right? And mails means letters. So what does emails mean? Right, the letters you can send on your computer to your mom, your dad, your family members, or even your friends. Also your teachers, right, and schoolmates. You can send letters on the computer. That is called an email, okay? Alright, what about the third picture? Picture number 3, we have a library. Library. Now, we all are familiar with libraries, right? We all can borrow books in the library, can sit down and read a book quietly, right? We have to be quiet in a library. Okay? Now the fourth picture are computers. Computers, right? A computer consists of the monitor, like the TV, right? A screen, that's called a monitor. And then we have the keyboard to type or to write, and then a mouse to point, okay? That's a computer. Alright, and then the last picture is outside, right? Outside is the opposite of inside. So when you're inside, right, a room, right, you have to open the door to go inside the room. And outside is you have to go outside and open the door to go outside. Okay, so that's the difference between inside and outside. So where is the dog? Is the dog inside or outside? Outside the house, right? Outside the house. Alright, so let's listen to the recording and then point to which one they're talking about. Alright, you have to use your common knowledge, see if you know where we do these different things, okay? Where to do these different things. Alright, so take out you can use your pencil, write down number 1 to number 5, okay? Number 1 to number 5. Alright, so listen carefully and write it down.
Unit 10, Lesson 7. 1. Listen, point, and say. You can play games or do homework on these. You can write.
You can play games or do homeworks on these. What can you play games on or do homeworks? So it should be something, right? To play games on or do homeworks with. Right? It should be computer, right? You can do your homework on a computer. You can also play games on a computer. So number 1 should be computer.
You can write these to your friends on a computer.
You can write these to your friends on a computer. It should be emails, right? You can write down emails on a computer to your friends. All right, number 3, let's listen.
There's usually a sofa and a TV in this room.
So it's a kind of room with a sofa and TV. What do you think? Right, it's the living room. Number 3, living room. Very good. Now let's continue on forward to number 4.
There are lots of books in this place.
Alright, so there are lots of books in this place. That's a library, right? A library where we go to borrow or read books. Alright? Last one, very easy.
You find grass and trees there.
Right, can we find grass and trees inside our homes? Unlikely, most likely not, right? So we can find grass and trees outside our homes, right? Alright, so number 1 should be computers. Number 2 are emails. Number 3 is the living room. Number 4, library. And number 5 is outside, okay? Outside. Now we will use these same exact words, okay? We will use these words and then write the answers down on the spaces provided in part 2, okay? In part 2. Oops. Let me show you where to write them, okay? So over here. So let's read the passage together and then continue on to write, alright? Okay, so let's read first. Today, everyone has something, laptops, tablets, and phones at home. Alright? Today, everyone has laptops, tablets, and phones at home. What do you think the answer should be? We're talking about electronic gadgets, right? So what should the first one be? Today, everyone has laptops, tablets, and phones at home. Which one do you think? Right, it should be computers. Okay, computers. C-O-M-P-U-T-E-R-S. Remember, be careful of your spelling, okay? Computers. C-O-M-P-U-T-E-R-S. Computers. Alright, computers, laptops, tablets, and phones at home. They watch videos, play games, and write on them, as well as do their shopping. Write what? What can you write? Living room, emails, library, or outside? Right, you can write emails. Okay, emails are letters that you write on your computer or even your phone, right? You can write emails on your phone as well now. Emails, E-M-A-I-L-S, electronic mails, emails, right? Alright, students do their homework too, okay? They can do their homework too on computers, right? Before we had the internet, you couldn't sit in your, and buy things. Sit in your what? Sit in your living room, sit in your library, sit in your outside. What do you think is correct? You cannot just sit in your, right, think about in your home, right? Where do you sit usually in your home? Right, living room. So at home, right, we will sit in our living room, living area. Okay, you had to go to the shops. People had to write with a pen and paper. Now they can send messages very quickly. When children couldn't find answers to their questions at home, they had to go to the... Right, when you're doing your homework nowadays, you can go to the internet, right, to find the answers. What about before? No internet. When the children couldn't find the answers, they go to the library, right? Library to check for the answers. Look for the books with the answers, right? Now we can just go to the internet and search. Alright, library, L-A-B-R-A-R-Y. Be careful, there are two R's, right? Library, not library, okay? Library, there's two R's there. Alright, we don't need to go very often today. Do you think computers are good for us? Right, obviously the last one is outside. We don't need to go outside very often. We can buy our groceries online, on the internet. We can buy food on the internet as well and buy our books on the internet. Okay? Alright. Now we go to the third part, okay? Write yes or no, right? So we have to read and write yes or no. Read and write yes or no. Alright, so I wrote down the full sentence for you so we can do it together very clearly, okay? So from the story above, from the story on part 2, right, we learned that everybody today has computers. So today, many people have computers. Today means now, right? Many people have computers. Is that yes or no? That is yes, right? Y-E-S. Yes, today many people have computers. Where can we find that? From the first sentence on part 2. Today everyone has computers, laptops, tablets, and phones at home, right? Okay, what about number 2? Before we had computers, people could write emails. That means when we didn't have no computers, people could write emails. Can they write emails before? No, right? You cannot write emails because emails are only done or only written with computers, right? You can only write emails with computers. Alright, now number 3. Now people have to write with a pen and paper. Now people have to write with a pen and paper. Is that correct? No, that was before, right? Now we can write with our tablets, with our cell phones, with our computers. We don't need pens and papers anymore. We can use our computers to write. Alright, number 4. Children can find answers to their questions at home. So this is talking about a long time ago, right? Talking about a long time ago. Can children find their questions at home? Find their answers to their questions at home? Now, yes, but before is no, right? They had to go to the library. They had to go to the library to check their answers, okay? So no, but now we can use the internet to find the answers, right? Number 5, we need to go to the shops to buy things, right? Before, do we need to go to the shops to buy things? Yes, right, we need to go to the shops. If I want to buy something from very far away, I have to go to the special shops to buy, right? But now I can order on the internet. Alright, so check your answers, please. Number 1 is yes. Number 2, no. Number 3 is no. Number 4 is no. And number 5 is yes. Alright, check your answers. Mark them if they're wrong. And give yourself some spaces to do some correction if you are wrong, alright? I'll give you around 30 seconds to correct your answers. Attention. Alright, very good. I hope you've done your corrections to the answers, okay? Alright, so now let's move on to page 17, okay? Page 17, the first part is listen and say, okay? So we will try to read it together first before we listen, okay? So we can analyze it together. Alright, so read first and then listen. And then we will try to listen to the song in part 2. And then we will try to sing the second time. Look out for the words that we will read, okay? Look out for the words that we will read. Alright, so the first group of words we have, okay? So they are both clothes, okay? Clothes that some people wear. Skirts, okay? Skirts, okay? Can you read that with me? 1, 2, 3. Skirts, okay? Skirts. Alright, for the second word, okay, in the first box. Shirts. Shirts. Alright? Can you read both for me together? 1, 2, 3. Skirts. Shirts. Skirts. Shirts. Alright, can you see that there are similarities, right? Similarities in the words. So we have I, R, and then ts, 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 right? So together it's erts. And then we also have it here, IR, and TS sound, so tss, erts again. The only difference is the beginning sound, sh and sk, right? So skirts and shirts. Are they rhymes? Okay, are they rhymes? Yes, they rhyme, right? They rhyme. So they are rhyming words, right? Shirts and skirts. Next one, we have car and far. Okay, if you are speaking in the British English accent, then you will not read the R's, right? You will say car and far. But we are reading them today, so it's car and far. Okay. Again, we have R, 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 another R, and then the only difference is K and F, right? Car, far, they are both the same ending sounds, right? So they are rhymes. Rhymes. Attention. Alright, next one we have TV, okay? So these are called acronyms, right? Or shortened words. TV means television, right? DVD, I think, means display video disc or something like that, right? So this is a longer word, right? But they use single letters, or different letters to form the words, okay? So TV, television, right? TV. Then we have DVD, right? Do they have the same sounds? The vowels, same vowels? TV and DVD. Right? If we try to write down how we read them, it's like T, V, and D, V, D, right? So we can see the vowels here, E sound, right? So they're also rhyming words, right? TV and DVD, they're rhymes, okay? All right, next one, the last one is game and rain, okay? Game and rain. Because we have the E here, right? The E changes the sound of the A to A. And then we know A and I is also A, right? So game, rain, they're also rhymes, okay? They're rhyming words as well. Game and rain, all right? So let's try to read it from a different accent, okay? Let's try to listen to it from a British English accent, okay? A different accent. Alright, so listen carefully and I'll be playing it now, okay? Listen carefully on how she reads or he reads it.
Unit 10. Lesson 8. 1. Listen and say.
Skirts. Shirts.
Okay? Skirts. Shirts. Okay?
Car. Far.
Alright, so remember, some people the R is not pronounced, right? So car, far.
TV. DVD.
Alright, TV and DVD. Remember, the vowels are E.
Game. Rain.
Alright, game and rain. They're also rhymes, okay? Now let's go to the song, okay? Let's go to the song. You can try and find the rhymes, the rhyming words, circle them, if you can, and then sing along the second time, alright? I'll play it twice.
Unit 10. Lesson 8. 2. Listen and sing.
My grandma made her clothes, dresses, coats and skirts. She didn't have blue jeans, trainers or t-shirts. I love living in the world today. There are more things to do and more games to play. My grandpa walked to
Okay, so that's an interesting song, right? The girl was singing about how her grandma, her grandpa, her mom, and her dad were very small, and now she can do many more things to do, right? And play more games. All right. So now let's look at the song over here. We have a couple of rhymes, okay? We have the first paragraph. My grandma made her clothes, dresses, coats, and skirts. She didn't have blue jeans, trainers, or t-shirts, okay? So the rhymes there are skirts and shirts, as we've mentioned in part 1, right? Shirts and skirts. Shirts and skirts. All right, now let's go to the verse here. I love living in the world today. There are more things to do and more games to play. All right? We have a rhyme there. The word today and play. Today, play. Those two are rhymes, okay? They're rhyming words, today and play. Paragraph 2, my grandpa walked to work. He didn't have a car. He was very strong. He had to walk so far. Again, car, far, car, far. We've learned that from part 1, right? They are rhymes, so circle those as well. Alright, number 3. When my mom was small, she sometimes watched TV. They didn't have computers, videos, or DVD, right? So TV, DVD, we've learned that as well from the green box. They are rhymes, right? Number 4, when my dad was young, he didn't play computer games. He went into the garden and played out in the rain. Games and rain, okay? Circle those as well. So the only extra rhyme we found is today and play. Today and play, okay? So I'll give you some time to look for those rhymes. Circle them. We found them together, right? So only 30 seconds. Very quickly, please. Circle all those sounds. Okay, alright, so we can look at part 3, okay? We don't need to do that in the class today because we don't have partners, right? So you can try that at home later after the class, right? But how do you play this, okay? You can think or imagine that you are back in the olden days, right? When your mommy or granddad or grandma or daddy were very young, right? Pretend you were them, okay? So you can say, when I was young, I rode my bike out in the rain because there were no computer games, right? Try to use the rhymes, okay? Or you can say, when I was young, I went so far to watch some TV because my house didn't have a TV, right? Only my friends had a TV. And the TV was in black and white, right? You can try to imagine, right? Try to imagine what it was like being in the olden days, all right? And then try to make a few sentences. Okay, so now let's move on to the page 18, part 1, okay? Page 18, part 1, okay? We have to look, read, and write, all right? So we have 8 pictures. We have 8 pictures over here. I've written them down on the whiteboard as well. So please refer to your book when you're looking at the whiteboard, okay? I've done them in the same order, so don't worry. The first picture, right, is a supermarket. A supermarket. Alright, so we know what a market is, right? A market is maybe like a wet market. You can buy fish, right? Or maybe you can buy chicken, right? But a supermarket is inside a building, right? You can buy some canned food, some packaged goods like fruit, vegetables, or even chips, crisps, crackers, right? Different things. Number 2 we have is coffee. Coffee. Maybe you can see your mommy or daddy drinking coffee in the morning, right? Before they go to work or before they do something. You can see them drinking a cup of coffee. Alright? So kids will not drink coffee, okay? Only adults will drink coffee. Alright, number 3, we have soup, okay? Be careful of how you spell soup. It is S-O-U-P, okay? Not O-A-P. O-A-P is soap. Soap is for washing hands. S-O-U-P, soup is for eating or drinking, right? Soup. Alright, next to soup is A cafe. Cafe. Remember, the E has an accent, okay? The E has an accent over here, right? E. That's called an accent, okay? So we read it as cafe. Cafe. Alright, next one is a zoo. Zoo, right? We can find animals, sometimes wild animals, right? Like a lion, a tiger, some monkeys, right? Baboons, orangutans, etc., right? Lots of animals live in the zoo. Alright, next to the zoo we have milk. M-I-L-K, milk, right? We drink it a lot growing up, or we put it in our cereal, right? Very delicious. Next one is a hospital. A hospital. Hospital are places we go to if we're sick, right? We need medical care. We need some medicine and go see a doctor. We will go to the hospital. Last one are grapes, okay? These are green grapes, so they're bound to be sweet, right? Sweet green grapes. Alright, so now let's go to the questions 1 to 5, right? An example has been done for us. The example is, people go here to see different animals like tigers, zebras, and penguins. Right, where can we find animals? A zoo, right? So you cross it out and then write down a zoo. A zoo. Now let's go to part 1, okay? Question number 1. Let's read it together on your book. Question number 1. You can make this from vegetables, then put it in a bowl. You can make this from vegetables and then put it in a bowl. What kind of food do we use vegetables for, and we eat it in a bowl? You can look at the pictures. We have 7 pictures not yet used. Is it a supermarket, coffee, soup, a cafe, milk, a hospital, or grapes? Type of food we can use vegetables and eat it from a bowl. Which one do you think it is? Right, it is soup. S-O-U-P. Remember, this is U, okay, letter U, not letter A. Soup. Alright, question number 2. People sit and have a drink and talk to their friends here. Where can you sit down and have a drink and then talk to your friends? In a hospital? Do you go to a hospital to talk to your friends? To sit down there and talk with your friends? No, you're right. It's a cafe. Again, the E has an accent. Don't forget the accent on the E. Cafe. Alright, next one. This fruit can be red or green. You can eat it or drink its juice. Now, where's the fruit? Right, just grapes, right? There's only one kind of fruit there. You can eat it, or you can squeeze it and make it into juice, right? You can buy lots of different food in this large store. Which one can we go to buy lots of food in a store? Let me cross it out what we've done. Cafe, soup, and grapes. Okay, which one we haven't used that is a big store? A hospital? Is a hospital a big store? No, right, it's a supermarket. A supermarket. Very good, a supermarket. Let's cross it out so we know which one we've used. Alright, so we have 1 left, okay? We have 1 left. That means two words will be left not to use, right? Mothers often give this white drink to babies. Number 5. What is this white drink? Is it coffee? Is it milk? Or a hospital? Can we drink a hospital? No, right? So it's not a hospital. So it's coffee or milk. Which one is white? Coffee or milk? Right? It should be milk, right? So it's milk. Okay, milk. Alright, so check your answers, please. Mind the spelling. Mind the spelling, alright? Be careful of the spelling. Number 1 should be soup. S-O-U-P. Number 2 is cafe. Cafe. Alright? C-A-F-E. The E has an accent, right? The accent is going up. And then grapes. G-R-A-P-E-S-E. Sorry, S, no E. Sorry. G-R-A-P-E-S. Grapes. Number 4, a supermarket, right? 2 words put together. Super, S-U-P-E-R, market, M-A-R-K-E-T. Lastly is milk, M-I-L-K. Alright? Good, so now let's go on to the last part of page 18, part 2. Read Eva's postcard and write the correct words, okay? So here we have the postcard, some mistakes, right? Now we have to correct her mistakes using the words in the yellow bubble, right? The yellow circle. Alright, so now let's try to read, okay? Let's read the postcard together. 1, 2, 3. Hi, Grandpa. It's great here. We didn't go to the beach this morning. We drove to the town to go for a walk there. We had lunch there too. We found a cafe near the market with lots of chairs outside. Mom had pea soup, and Dad and I had meatballs and salad. Then we went to the market to buy some kiwis. Mom bought a new swimsuit there too. It's the end of the afternoon now, and we're in the park. Mom's asleep under a big tree. Dad isn't. He's waiting to play badminton now. I have got to go. See you. Love, Eva. Kisses. Okay? Alright, so Eva and her family went to the town this morning. Okay, so number 1 is town. They went to the town this morning. Alright? Alright, Eva's mother had what? In a cafe that was near the market. Had what? So the words are meatballs, walked, tennis, pea soup, badminton, asleep, shopping, or market. So what did her mom have near the market? What did her mom have? So that means what did she eat, right? Eva's mother had, or Eva's mother ate, is it meatballs? What do you think? You can find the answer in line number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, line number 7. Right? So mom had what? Right? I'll give you some time to think. What did mom have? Eva's mother had what? What did she eat? Alright, she ate some pea soup, right? Peasoup. Pea soup, right? You can find that in line 7. We found a cafe near the market with lots of chairs outside. Mom had pea soup. Okay, what about Eva or Eva? What did she have in the market or in the cafe? Right? So she said, Mom had pea soup and Dad and I had meatballs and salad. So what did she have? What did she have? Dad and I had meatballs and salad. What did she have? Right, she had meatballs, right? Meatballs. M-E-A-T-B-A-L-L-S. That's one word, okay? Meatballs is one word. One word. Meatballs. No spaces in between. Alright, number 4. The family bought some fruit and a swimsuit at the walk, at the tennis, at the badminton, at the asleep, at the shopping, at the market. What do you think? At the what? Where did they buy their stuff? At the... Right, at the market. The market. Remember to cross out the words you've used, okay? Cross out the words you've used in the yellow bubble or the yellow circle. Alright, what about number 5? Eva's mother is what in the park now? What is she doing? So we're talking about now, right? It should be the last paragraph. It's in the afternoon now, and we're in the park. Mom's asleep under a big tree. Dad isn't. He's waiting to play badminton. I've got to go. See you. So Eva's mother or Eva's mother is walked, is tennis, is asleep, is badminton, is shopping. What do you think? Right, is asleep under a big tree, right? Her mom is asleep under the big tree. Alright, so lastly, we have words like walked, tennis, badminton, or shopping. Which one is the correct one? Eva's father or Eva's father wants to have a game of... What kind of game? He's waiting to play badminton now. So what should that be? A game of... Right, very easy, right? Badminton. B-A-D-M-I-N-T-O-N. Right? Badminton. B-A-D-M-I-N-T-O-N. Badminton. That's all one word, okay? One word. Alright, check your answers, please. Number 2 should be pea soup. P-E-A space S-O-U-P. 2 words, right? And then number 3 is meatballs. 1 word. M-E-A-T-B-A-L-L-S. And then number 4 is market, right? Market. Very easy. M-A-R-K-E-T. Number 5 is asleep. A-S-L-E-E-P. So sleep with a A in front. Asleep. Badminton. B-A-D-M-I-T-O-N. Okay? M-I-N-T-O-N. Sorry. There's an N in between, right? Badminton. Okay? Alright, check your answers. Make sure you have no mistakes, alright? Make sure the spelling is correct. I won't be there to help you, so please look at the whiteboard and see if your spelling is correct. Alright, make some corrections. If you are wrong, I'll give you around 30 seconds to do the corrections. Alright, or maybe 15 seconds. Okay, I give you enough time. Alright, okay. Alright, so let's start on the listening exercise first, because we need to do that quickly, right? So let's go to page 82 first. Page 82 of our activity book. Page 82. Alright, so part 2 is the listening exercise. We have these children who are talking about what they have got. Alright, maybe for their birthday or Christmas, right? So we have Jack, Claire, Peter, and Julia. So Jack, Claire, Peter, and Julia each have A, B, C, or D, okay? So we have to listen and write down the letters in their boxes. So we can see that A is a television, right? A is a television. B is a laptop. C is a mobile phone or a smartphone. And D is a tablet computer. Tablet computer. So now let's listen to the recording and write down the answers in the boxes. I will check the answers with you, so I'll play it once only. Alright? So pick up your pencils and listen carefully. I'll play the recording now.
Unit 10, Lesson 7. 2. The children are talking about what they have got. Listen and write a letter in each box.
Have you got a laptop, Claire?
Yes, I have. It was my mum's. Mum bought a new computer and she gave me her old laptop. It isn't very good. It's a bit slow.
Do you use it often?
Yes, I do. I sometimes do my homework on it.
Have you got a laptop, Julia?
No, I haven't. But I've got a tablet. It's much better than a laptop.
When did you get it?
I got it for my birthday last year. I watch films and play games on it. It's really cool.
Have you got a tablet, Jack?
Well, I had a tablet when I was 9, but I broke it.
Oh no! How did you break it?
I dropped it on the hard kitchen floor. Now I have just got a TV and lots of video games. I don't want a tablet now, but I would like a smartphone.
Peter, you've got a smartphone, haven't you?
Yeah, my brother gave it to me.
Wow, lucky you.
This was my brother's phone.
He's older than me. He got a new phone and gave me the old one. I've got lots of apps. Look.
Okay. Alright, so we've listened already to their conversation, right? So it started with Claire first. So the lady asked Claire if she has a laptop, and Claire said, yes, I have a laptop. It was my mom's old one, right? And so after that, she talked to Julia. She asked Julia if she had a laptop. Julia said, no, I don't have a laptop, but I have something better. I have a tablet, where she watches movies and play games, right? So Julia is tablet, letter D. Then the woman asked Jack if he has a tablet, and he said, yes, I had it before, but I dropped it and it broke. So now I only have a TV where I can watch movies and have games, video games, right? Should be A. And then Jack said he wants to have a smartphone, right? And then the lady asked Peter if he has a smartphone, and he says, yes, I have a smartphone. It was my brother's. He gave it to me, right? All right, so that's the answer. Jack should be A. Claire is an example, right? So B. Peter has the smartphone, so C. And Julia has a tablet computer, so D. All right, so that should be the answers for this exercise, all right? All right, so please pay attention. Now is where I give you your homework, all right? So page 82, the first part is done as homework, right? Just circle the odd one out and then write the why they are different. We'll do one together, okay? We'll do one together. Let's look at number 2. Circle the odd one out. The first picture is a bicycle, a wardrobe, and a bed. Which one is the odd one out? A bicycle, a wardrobe, and a bed. Right, this odd one out should be a bicycle. Why? Because we can find a bed and a wardrobe inside your bedroom, right? Or you can also say, you can ride a bicycle, but you can't ride a wardrobe, or you can't ride a bed, right? So you can write that down. You can say, you can ride a bike, but you can't ride a cupboard or a wardrobe. Or a bed. We'll stop. Alright? So your homework is 3 and 4, okay? Homework is 3 and 4. Please go home and do that. I'll give you some time to write down number 2. I'll give you around 30 more seconds. You can ride a bike, but you can't ride a cupboard or a bed, right? So bikes are transportations, right? You can ride them. So 3 and 4 are homework, okay? Part 1 of page 82 is homework. Alright? Cupboard is C-U-P-B-O-A-R-D, cupboard. And then bed, very easy, right? B-E-D, or a bed. B-E-D. Okay, very good. Now let's go to page 81. Let's go back to page 81, okay? So we have 2 exercises on page 81. Alright, the first one is read and write, and the second one is choose the correct answer. Page 81. Alright, so we've done one as an example, alright? It should be 1 bedroom. I'm sorry. It should be 1, not bedroom. 1. Right? Alright, so let's do all of them together, okay? The words are laugh, cried, blanket, upstairs, bedroom, and cupboard, okay? So last month, my younger brother and I slept in 1 bed. He had a blue on his, and I had a yellow on mine. A blue what? What can they have on their bed? Right, a blanket, right? A blue blanket on his bed, and a yellow blanket on mine. A blanket. Blanket. Next one. We had a lot of toys and books and our clothes were in a small... Where do you keep your books, your toys, and your clothes? In your bedroom. Right, it's a cupboard, right? A cupboard. Cupboard or wardrobe, same, right? Blankets, cupboard. C-U-P-B-O-A-R-D. 1 word, please. Alright, we had to go to bed early, but when Mom and Dad went downstairs, we got up again and played quietly for a long time. One night we blank very loudly and mom came. What did they do? Why did mom had to wake up suddenly? Right, they laughed loudly, right? Remember the story from last week? They laughed loudly. L-A-U-G-H-E-D, laughed loudly. Oh, sorry. Should be number 5, right? Laughed. Sorry, number 4. Laughed loudly. Alright? And then number 5, mom. What did mom do when she heard the kiddies laughing very loudly? She went upstairs, right? Upstairs. U-P-S-T-A-I-R-S. Upstairs. Upstairs. U-P-S-T-A-I-R-S, right? Upstairs. Alright, next one. Next paragraph. The next day I had to sleep in a different room. I was happy because I was the older sister and I didn't want to be in a room with my younger brother. My brother, when I moved, he was afraid he couldn't sleep. What did he do? Because he was afraid. He cried, bedroom. What do you think? Right, he cried. He cried because he was afraid, right? And he couldn't sleep. But now he's happy in his own bedroom. B-E-D-R-O-O-M. Bedroom. Alright. Right, check your answers, please. Number 2 is blanket. B-L-A-N-K-E-T. Number 3, cupboard. C-U-P-B-O-A-R-D. Number 4, laughed. L-A-U-G-H-E-D. Number 5, upstairs. One word, okay? U-P-S-T-A-I-R-S. And cried. C-R-I-E-D. Bedroom. One word. B-D-R-O-O-M. Okay? Now, number 2, choose the right words. Okay, part 2. Very simple. Right? You look at the example to follow. So this one will be done as homework for you, okay? Part 2, page 81. Homework, okay? Homework. Choose the correct answers in the boxes. Very simple, alright? So now let's go to page 83. 83. Page 83. That's homework for you, alright? Let's go to page 83. On page 83, let's do the questions together, okay? Let's finish them all. Let's look at the photos. We have 3 photos, right? When she was young, grandma made her clothes. That's the example. You can see grandma in picture number 1 when she was very young. She's making her clothes. What about number 2? When he was young, dad played. Where is he playing? Number 2, where is he playing in picture 2? Is he playing where? Inside? No, right? He is playing outside. O-U-T-S-I-D-E. He is playing outside. Or he is playing in the rain, right? In the rain. He's playing in the rain. When he was young, dad played outside or dad played in the rain, right? Now it's pretty weird for us to play outside or play in the rain, right? No one really plays in the rain anymore. Alright, number 3 and 4. Let's talk about the picture number 1. What is the girl making in picture number 1? What is the girl making? What is she sewing? Can you see what she's sewing? She is sewing a what? I'll give you a hint. You finish it by yourself, okay? Alright, what about number 4? What's the weather like in picture 2? Right, what's the weather like? You can say that it is... Right, what is happening in picture 2? What's the weather? I'll give you a hint. It is... Oh. Okay. Alright, now let's try to look at picture 3. Picture 3. Now write 2 sentences about the picture. Let's do this one together, okay? Let's do this one together. So in picture 3, let's try to see. Alright, maybe this is our mom, right? Or our grandma. When grandma was young, right, comma, She watched movies at home, not at the cinema. Alright, if you don't have the space, you can write down in number 6 line, okay? And then we can add one more line in number 6. Right, when grandma was young, she watched movies at home, not at the cinema, right? Because when she was young, the cinema was very expensive, or maybe there were no cinemas near her house, right? So she had to watch movies at home. Right, if you have no space, if you're writing quite big, right, you can write down on the line number 6, just cross out the number. For example, if this is already line number 6, right, you can cross it out. You can cross out line number 6. Right, just cross it out so you have more space. You can try to write down here. Okay, so at the cinema, right? At home, movies at home, not at the cinema. Alright, now let's go to number 6, okay? If you already wrote down in number 6, right? Right, if you wrote down in number 6 already, you can start another line. You have a lot of space, right? You have a lot of space here. So you can write down, right? What about the movie? What color is the movie? Right, in black and white. What about now? Do we watch movies in black and white? No, right? So you can say, when she means grandma, right? When she was young, the movies were black and white. Full stop, right? When she was young, the movies were black and white. Okay? Or you can also say in black and white. Or in black and white, but you have to put hyphen, okay? If you say in. Alright, when she was young, or when grandma was young, she watched movies at home, not at the cinema. When she was young, the movies were black and white. Now we have lots of colors, right? Okay, so please write down all those answers. Alright, remember on page 81 of your activity book, you have one homework. On page 81, part 2, right? Choose the correct answers. On page 82 of your activity book, we have one homework as well on exercise 1. Circle the odd one out and write the reason, right? I've done one example with you, question number 2, so you can do question number 3 and 4 by yourself. Alright? Okay, everybody, so that's it for today. Today we've done our movers class, right? Our movers class, okay? Movers. Number 5, make sure you did the correct book, page 16 to 18, okay? And then we've done our activity book. We did page 81, okay? Page 81 to 83, okay? Remember your homework, 81 and 82. I'll show you one more time so you won't forget. Page 81, okay? This part. And then page 82, this part, okay? Alright, so now I'll leave you the time to finish this one, alright? So thank you very much for joining me today, and I hope to see you again in the next lesson. Thank you.